Shedeur Sanders completed his first 8 passes in his first start Saturday, finished 9 of 11 for 74 yards and a touchdown, and turned Cleveland's quarterback competition from a stalemate into a decision, because Deshaun Watson followed him with 5 of 12 for 35 yards, an interception, and boos from his own crowd, and Todd Monken says the starter gets named early this week. The rookie's half had substance beyond the completion streak, per Kelsey Russo at the team's website, an 8-yard touchdown to Luke Floria on the opening series, a 3rd and 15 converted to Floria for 23, a 4th and 2 converted to tight end Blake Whiteheart for 16, and 2 offside penalties drawn on the hard count. He took 1 sack all half behind a second-team line of KT Leviston, Zach Zinter, Luke Whippler, Austin Barber, and Dawan Jones, per Russo, and his one blemish was cheap. A ball intended for tight end Jermaine Terry that Bills linebacker Joe Andreessen tipped and safety Damar Hamlin caught. Monken afterward, per Scott Petrak at Brown Zone. He plays with a certain amount of confidence, and he's gotten a lot better at getting rid of the ball. The honest frame on the game itself. Bills 31, Browns 7, Saturday afternoon at Huntington Bank Field, with a weather suspension that pushed the resumption to 2:15, per the team's website. Buffalo started backup Kyle Allen. This was 2nd and 3rd units for long stretches, and Cleveland's defense gave up a 71-yard Shane Buechele touchdown throw to Macklin, per the team site recap. So the score grades the back half of the roster, not September. What the score can't dilute is the head-to-head inside it. Watson took the 3rd quarter and 4 possessions, went 5 of 12 for 35 with an interception to Bills defensive back to Corey Couch, and got booed onto the field for the second half. Louder after each empty drive, loudest after a 4th down incompletion, per Petrak. His post-game comments were the rawest of his camp. It's a mental battle every day, and I feel like I get more love on road games than I do home games. And the line that will follow this story: last time I played on this field, I tore my Achilles, and that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt. Monken has not publicly responded to those comments in any reporting we can attribute. Dylan Gabriel, a 3rd name in this competition as recently as 2 weeks ago, appears in no game account we found. The decision timeline has hardened all week. On Tuesday, Petrak reported Monken hoped to name his Week 1 starter by Monday, and characterized Watson as the favorite. Thursday's joint practice in Orchard Park kept it level. Monken said the offense looked like we belonged, and that he was pleased with both of them. While Petrak's charting had Watson throwing a goal line touchdown, but missing an open short touchdown to Harold Fannin Jr., and getting picked by cornerback Jordan Hancock, and Sanders starting slow before running a clean 2-minute drill until Greg Rousseau sacked him at the 11. Then Saturday happened, and Petrak wrote that Sanders' play and Watson's comments about the fans have given Monken even more to weigh. Monken's own summary: at some point I'm going to have to decide, right? At some point we've got to get that guy the reps. One more quarterback note from the week. Rookie Taylon Green, buried on reps for 2 weeks, threw a touchdown in his limited joint practice work and drew a Monken endorsement, per Petrak. That dude is smart as heck. The week's worst news came Thursday, and it was defensive. End Alex Wright, the number 2 edge behind Jared Verse, fresh off a 3-year, $33 million extension, was carted off the joint practice with an apparent left calf injury after collapsing during one-on-one rushes, per Petrak, with no diagnosis reported yet. Running back Quinshon Judkins missed a 2nd straight practice with what Monken called a little something nagging, per Petrak, and tight end Jack Stoll went to injured reserve. Receiver Isaiah Bond was evaluated for a concussion during Saturday's 2nd quarter and has since cleared protocol, per the team's website. On the plus side of the ledger, cornerback D'Angelo Ross and defensive tackle Sam Kamara returned to practice, per Petrak, and Fannin, whose recovery had gone unreported for weeks, was on the field running routes against Buffalo on Thursday. Linebacker Carson Schwessinger, receiver Cedric Tillman, and rookie center Parker Brailsford remain out. That's a standing fact, not news. Back in July, we previewed Cleveland as a team closing its famous gap the painful way, schedule and bounce math arguing the record rises, the post-Garrett, post-Schwartz defense arguing the specialness leaves, with one question the 2026 season exists to answer: whether the improved team has a quarterback. We've been checking that preview against camp every week, and this was the first week the question moved. Sanders was clean, and Watson was not, in front of a crowd that made its own preference audible, and the man making the call says the answer comes within days. What to watch this week? the name Monken actually gives early in the week, and what Sunday's cut to 53 does to a 4-quarterback room that just played like it has one too many. We'll check after cut day. Data via NFL Verse.